solstice. Well, we're on the eve of winter solstice. Solstice actually starts tomorrow, or the actual time of solstice is early in the morning for us here in North America. But we're going to get in early and get our prayers in. So getting the ground ready, preparing the ground. So welcome everyone. So we will start with opening sacred space, and just to set the circle and call all the energies in. And then we've got quite a beautiful lineup of offerings tonight, including some musical offerings, some prayer bundle offerings, some drumming, singing, a little bit of everything. And plus, you're going to have an opportunity, if you'd like, to make an offering yourself. And so if you haven't got a candle and you can get one, please get it. Get a candle and a match. And because we are going to have an opportunity sort of in the middle for you to light your candle in a kind of ritual way. So welcome, welcome, welcome. So sacred space, let's open sacred space first. So if you have your rattle or bell or drum and you'd like to use it, we start down with Mother Earth. Great Mother, Pachamama. Great Mother, thank you, thank you. We've gathered here tonight, Mother, for the healing and for the celebration of life, Mother, here on your belly. We give thanks and celebrate all of your children, Mother, the stone people, the plant people, the furred, the finned, the winged ones, the four-legged, two-legged, many-legged, all the creepy crawlies, all your children, Mother. And we say thank you for making this such a beautiful place for us to live and to grow and to thrive and grow into our potential. Thank you. You've given us everything we need, Mother, and we say thank you. Tonight, may these prayers and these offerings of blessings and joy delight you, Mother. Reach your heart and your ears, and all the children, Mother, all our relations, may they receive these blessings and may they ripple out along with all the other blessings and prayers and ceremony that's happening all over the world, Mother, tonight and tomorrow. May these go far and go deep and change the course of history. And we say thank you, Mother. Thank you. Oh. Turning to the east. Spirits of the east, we call on you to come, great eagle, great condor. Come to us from the place of the rising sun and bring that energy of new beginnings. As we go through this initiation time now on the earth, Mother, and Great Spirit and Great Eagle Condor, help us keep our eyes wide. Help us see the big picture of what's unfolding here on the earth and stay focused on our purpose, that for which we came here, to be here at this time. Keep us focused and keep our hearts wide open. We say thank you and welcome. Oh. Spirits of the south, we call on you, great healing spirits, great medicine makers. Come, great serpent, come wrap your coils of luminous light around us so that we can shed the past, that which no longer serves, all the old ways, all the limiting beliefs, all the old stories that do not serve to take into this new world that we're creating. Help us to shed that, leave that behind. And we thank you for bringing beauty and innocence and joy back to us, that we can be here to play in this garden. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and welcome. spirits of the West, we call on you to come. We call on the great jaguar to protect this medicine space. And thank you for teaching us your ways, great jaguar and great protectors, how to shape shift, how to step into who we are becoming, the expanded potential and capacities that we have, how to do this with courage, and how to be at peace with all our relations. And we say thank you and welcome. And turning to the north, spirits of the north, great whale, great hummingbird, you who are the great journeyers, come, come, come. Help us remember that we have everything we need for this journey. Help us source directly from the nectar of life. Help us plumb the depths and help us sing our own songs of creation. And we thank and give and invite all our ancestors, grandmothers, grandfathers, ancient ones to come and to warm your hands by our fire this night and this winter solstice. We are here because of you, and we say thank you, and we honor you. And for all future generations, we do this together, and we say thanks and welcome. Oh, and turning to the sky, great Lightbringers, Grandmother Moon, Father Sun, Star Nations. We call on all our helping teams of spirit guides, protectors, teachers, ascended masters, avatars, archangels, and our teams of helping spirits. We ask for our higher self, our I am presence of everyone here and everyone who's here in spirit and joining us, that we be here at the highest level of which we're capable of being and existing, and ask to be infused and ask to be reunited with all those parts of ourselves. And we thank all of the beings of light that are helping hold this space and are supporting this work that we're here doing on this earth at this time, at this special and momentous time. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Great Spirit, for dreaming us all into being and bringing us all together so we can sing this song of life one more day. Thank you. Ho. Okay. So as you can probably tell, I'm a little giddy tonight, so really needed that grounding of opening sacred space. It's been a day of ceremony for me, and for I know other people here in the circle. It started right. This winter solstice is pretty darn special. So not going to be doing a whole lot of talking tonight. We're going to be in ceremony and bringing in the light. We're here to celebrate light. We're here to celebrate the return of the light that happens at solstice, and to celebrate the new age of light that dawns, at this time, the age of Aquarius. So hence the light and hence the celebration. And so I invite you to just take it all in tonight, and you will get a chance to share if you want a little later on. So what's first? Okay.
But are your lights on? I can't see your lights on.
I don't know. My lights might be out. I could be turned off. Oh, I know what. There we go. Am I turned on now?
I'm not sure.
I'm
can't
not sure either.
Okay, but we can hear you. That just so you know that we could barely hear the music, and the video was really choppy.
Was it? Oh dear. Okay.
But I think we got the sense. We got the sense. But
okay then. Well, maybe then we'll know that didn't work. So we've got lots of other things. So for those who've just jumped on, we are in celebration mode of winter solstice, and next up we've got one of our medicine sisters here who's going to lead us in a ceremony for the trees. She's really felt called and is very connected with the tree people. And so Carolyn, you want to introduce yourself and tell us what you're going to do? So Carolyn's up now.
Hi there, everybody. Happy solstice. This is a very powerful time. And it's an overwhelming time for many of us. And it's important that we remember how to breathe deeply and to focus on our breath, bringing our breath up and letting it go slowly. So let's just do that for a few long breaths. We breathe in the relaxation and the peace, and we let go the stress. We breathe in the relaxation and the peace. We let go the stress. In times like this, we turn to nature. It's one of the best places for us to go. As one of my shaman teachers said, nature is where the juice is. We go to nature and there is so much that we have to experience. It's endless, it's wonderful, it's rich. So tonight I wanted to take us on a little journey. But let's think first of all, as we are breathing, we're breathing air, fresh air in nature, and big gulps of fresh air in Newfoundland. The oxygen content is amazing here. And where does that oxygen come from? But from trees. And it's produced by trees, and it is circulated by the winds and the ocean. And there's such richness in that breath, and how much we often take our breath for granted. There is a whole other area for us to explore, is the importance of breath and how to breathe. But now, I want us to celebrate nature. And here we are, I am, with a wonderful swag of local greenery, pine, cedar, spruce, and fir, mostly all from our land, my property here. And I want to tell you just briefly some of my experiences. I always thought I was really noticing trees and connected to trees until recently I noticed a whole lot more. And I'm fascinated with the individuality of trees. As you walk along or drive along a highway, you notice that there's so many different shapes and sizes and tops and colors, and trees are like people. They're individuals. And then if you start to approach these trees as individuals, then you start to get that wonderful juice that my teacher talked about. And so recently, I had a group of shaman friends, women here, and we walked around the property and we did ceremony with trees. And I asked people after we did a general walkabout, go to a tree that calls you and start to communicate with it. Ask it, who is it? What does it know? What does it want you to know? How can you be of help to those trees? And it was such a powerful experience. People discovered trees that I hadn't taken into notice at all. And I discovered a new tree for me. And one of the wonderful messages I got from that event was I leaned my back up against the tree. I sort of nestled in the trunks of the tree, in amongst the trunks, and I nestled my back against one of the trunks, and it swayed with the wind. And it was wonderful. And the message was, you can lean on me. Lean on me. It's like the song, Lean on Me. So trees are there for us. If we could only take the time and focus and make that part of our healing ritual. So we're going to try a little bit of drumming tonight and do a short journey, and get yourself comfortable. Feel comfortable to close your eyes, and I'm going to drum, and we're going to, I hope I'm going to have a drummer. Yeah, there we are. We're going to visit a tree in your awareness, and I want you to think about what your favorite tree is in your yard or somewhere else. Some tree that you've made an acquaintance with maybe a long time ago. You'd like to go back and visit it. And let's do that together and visit our own trees and communicate with them and find out what the tree has to tell us and how we can help trees, not only in the individual, but help nature's forests. Because after all, the lungs of the earth are those forests, and those forests are incredibly important. So here we go. Close your eyes, take some deep breaths. Move out now from where you were sitting, out to the earth. Step on the earth. It's going to be okay. You're going to be able to walk towards some trees. Take lots of breaths, deep breaths of fresh air. Feel that down into your soul. Feel yourself grounded. And as you're walking deeper towards the trees and the forest, you notice a group of trees. Maybe one tree in particular calls your attention. With respect, approach that tree. Feel its aura. See the trunk and the texture of the trunk. Feel below your feet how the roots go deep. Those roots that seek out minerals and water and nutrients, and then turn it into marvelous substances that builds a healthy tree. Look up. Look up into those branches. Are they bare with winter? Or do they have leaves? Is there light? What is the light, the space between the branches? What is happening in those spaces between leaves? Such marvelous, marvelous, beautiful organisms that trees are. Speak now to your tree. Ask it a few questions. Ah, beautiful tree spirits, wondrous spirits. These spirits are in every tree, and trees are very individual. Some may be happier to communicate with you and support you and hold you, may be happier and easier than others. But they all have such gifts, and trees are filled with wonderful medicine for curing us physically, spiritually, energetically, symbolically, all of it. So next time when you're in a possible situation with trees, take some time to visit that tree with respect. Touch it, hold it, put your back to it, talk with it. Sit on the ground with your back to the tree. This, I'm told, is one of the ways to connect with the elementals, the other spirits of the forest. There is much to be learned here, much. And now, bid your special tree goodbye for now, and walk back towards where you started from, walking out of the forest, coming back to your chair, taking a big deep breath. Saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. What a wonderful, wonderful world nature gives us. And now I'd like to read you a little poem. Written about a century ago, called Trees. I think that I shall never see a poem lovely as a tree whose hungry mouth is pressed against the earth's sweet flowing breast, a tree that looks at God all day and lifts her leafy arms to pray, a tree that may in summer wear a nest of robins in her hair, upon whose bosom snow has lain, who ultimately lives with rain. Poems are made by fools like me, but only God can make a tree. And that's written by Joyce Kilmer, an American poet. And now that everybody's back, I'd like you to blow your blessings into this, and I will take it out and put it on the ground tomorrow. Blow your blessings, solstice blessings. And prayers for the earth. Thank you.
Thank you, Carolyn. Wow, did I ever need that? Didn't realize how much, how how perfect the placement of trees and our tribute and thanks to trees what would be in the order of things. But of course, there's always perfection. And thank you, Carolyn, for getting us grounded and in our bodies and remembering how much we have to be thankful for trees. Thank you. Thank you. So now we have something really special, really special. So Catherine, the lovely Catherine, who's always here providing technical support and often behind the scenes helping out with things. She has many talents, and you're going to get to enjoy one of her talents, which is her gift of song. So I'm not sure what she's going to sing, and I asked her very last minute, and she said yes. So, Catherine, it's all yours.
Thank you, Allison. Can you hear me okay? Yep, okay. This is one of my favorites for just such occasions, even though I think this is my first Winter Solstice festival and circle. Okay, this is one of my favorites from Carole King. Way over yonder is a place that I know where I can find shelter from a hunger and cold, and the sweet taste and good life is so easily found. Way over yonder, that's where I'm bound. And I know when I get there, the first thing I'll see is the sun shining golden, shining right down on me. And then my troubles gonna lose me, worry leave me behind. I'll stand up proudly in true peace of mind. I'm talking about way over yonder is a place I have seen in a garden of wisdom from some long ago dream. Maybe tomorrow I'll find my way to the land where the honey runs in the rivers each day. And then my troubles gonna lose me, worry leave me behind. I'll stand up proudly in true peace of mind.
Beautiful. Are
Thank
we
you.
all happy? Woohoo!
Such
Woohoo!
a perfect song for this occasion. Thank you. Thank you for asking me.
Thank you. Thank you. Ah, songbird in our midst, and we didn't even know it. We're going to have to call on you more often, Catherine. All right, so next up, we have something special from our medicine sister in Guelph. And Mary Ann has been busy today in ceremony as well. We're going to let her tell us about it, And I'm going to share the screen and give you some pictures. So first we'll let Marianne introduce it and tell you what she's been doing today in ceremony. And then I do have some photos she sent me that I can put up on the screen. I'll wait until you've talked about it and introduced it, Marianne. Okay.
Okay. Should I start with the blessing, Alison?
Whatever you like.
Okay, I'm going to start with the blessing, and then we'll look at the pictures, and then I'll ask you to infuse this despacho, water despacho, for your intentions and for the earth. The blessing of water. Blessed be water, our beginnings, from the primordial ocean from which emerged all life. Let us praise the eternal movement of the rain, tides, and currents, the tears and blood that carry our grief and our passion, the rivers and wells that refresh and sustain our life from within and without. May we be as fluid as water, as innocent, buoyant, and strong, flowing with grace through the dark and the light of our lives. May we allow water to cleanse and carry away with grace and ease all that no longer serves us. Blessed be water, our first mother. So I was working today on this despacho for the water, and tomorrow morning before the solstice happens at 8:30 in our time here in Ontario, I'm going to go up to what is a bog, the highlands of southern Ontario, and it's actually the headlands of 4 rivers that go in 4 directions: the Beaver, the Mad, the Saugeen, and the Grand. And I live in the Grand watershed. And so anyway, Alison, if you want to show the pictures, I'll show you the finished product is here, just wrapped in craft paper so that it's everything is natural in it, so that it will be good. Do you want to share your screen, Alison?
Yeah, just a second here now, Marianne. I'm just going to have to pull that up, those photos.
Because of COVID, you know, I was doing this on my own. So, but I was thinking of all of you and praying for you and blowing the blessings into the kintus.
Yeah. Pull these pictures. There we go. So I just have 2 of them, Marianne.
Well, that's
Here's
okay.
The first one, right here. You can see all the lots of kintus in there. I see lots of bay leaves.
Yes, they were.
Did you want to
curly.
say anything about? Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
You go. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah. No, I want you to talk about it.
Okay. The colorful yarn is a bridge from this life to the next, and it's a rainbow bridge. And the base is it's usually four elements. You start sort of with the food that Mother Earth gives us that keeps us alive, and you start with some sugar and salt, the things that, you know, the sweetness of life and the things that we need for our food to taste good, and then on to things that are fun and enjoyable, and like gummy worms and gummy bears and little gummy whales. And then the kintu layer is also a little dollar bill in there for prosperity for all of us. And then the kintu layer, you blow your prayers into the kintus. My kintus did not want to behave. They're all curly and things. So they're kind of cute. And then the rainbow bridge, and then the white is the clouds and the stars and feathers for the earth. Oh, I forgot to mention that there's all different things that represent all the different animals close to the earth. You know, all the animals, even the like little fish things. So anyway, it was a lot of fun to make. And then I folded it up, and there's a Kintu here for forgotten prayers. So if you want to send your forgotten prayers to the Kintu, and just infuse it with your prayers for Mother Earth, and then tomorrow it will be put into the river, into the rivers or into the bog or stream, whatever we find that is the best suited for it. I know what I've got to do. You want to drum or make noise?
Sure, yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. And now it's sitting over this water here that has some water from a well in Wales. So it's a healing well, and from a place that I love in up near Timmins, near Green Lake. So it's going to infuse overnight here.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And so you can also send, energy knows no space limit of space or time. So you can also send through your hands and send energy into that despacho, that bundle. So you can just send like this as well. And from your heart, right? From your heart, and your hands are connected with your heart chakra. So that's another way to send energy. We were ringing bells because the spirits love bells. And particularly the mountain spirits, they love the sounds of bells. So and because even though it's going in the water, it is the mountain of southern Ontario, as Marianne was saying. It was pushed down during the last ice age, or I don't know, 5 ice ages or something, but it is the highest point. So it is the mountain. Yeah. Ooh, my hands are burning. Good.
Thank you.
Thank you,
everyone.
thank you, Marianne. Thank you. All right. So, next, Joanne. Joanne is going to lead us in our candle lighting ritual. So, and then, and she's going to tell us, give us an opportunity to speak. Anybody who'd like to share, to light their own candle, and to speak to well, I'll let Joanne explain it to you. So Joanne, you take it away, and Catherine will be assisting Joanne as needed to go around the circle, pass the talking stick. So Joanne.
Solstice blessings, everyone, from Gate Island off the northeast coast of Newfoundland. So tonight I'd invite you all to think about how you'd like to light the darkness, it being the darkest night of the year, and to reflect a little on what's been happening in our world and the amount of people that are in fear right now with the current intense energies. So I'm inviting you to think about how you personally can light the darkness, and how you can be a lantern in your own little universe or big universe. So first of all, I'm going to read a prayer that asks you to reflect on that. And then I'm going to sing a drum chant, which is all about how each of us have the power to be a light wherever we live, wherever we find ourselves. And the words of the chant are, she changes everything she touches, and everything she touches changes. Okay, so the prayer before lighting our candles. O Great Spirit, in the quiet darkness of this moment, we search for the sacred light that shines on in our darkness. Just as we find this light in you, help us understand that deep in the recesses of our soul, light shines. Thank you for all the things that grow in darkness. To find the light, we must go into the dark. Go with us into all the dark places where we must travel. Take away our fear of the dark. Be a lantern for us, that we may be lanterns for one another. She changes everything she touches, and everything she touches changes. She changes everything she touches, and everything she touches changes, changes, touches. Everything she touches changes. She changes everything she touches, and everything she touches changes. She changes everything she touches, and everything she touches changes, changes, touches. Everything she touches changes. She is the weaver, and we are the web. Everything she touches changes. We are the weaver, and she is the web. Everything she touches changes. She changes everything she touches, and everything she touches changes. She changes everything she touches, and everything she touches changes. Changes, touches, everything she touches changes. So I'm lighting my candle. Pledging to be a light in the darkness for those in fear, pain, suffering, including myself. Catherine.
That was beautiful. Thank you. I light this candle to be the light and to remember the light that I am, to hold this light where there is fear and where there is darkness. I am this light. Thank you. All right, Alison, you're next, and then Carolyn, and then Marianne, and I'll just go in the order that I see.
Okay. So I light this candle for those creatures and animals, great and small, who are struggling and who need our compassion and our help.
Thank you. And Carolyn.
I light my candle in honoring the divine feminine that is rising in the world, in us, in me, in our connections with doing this wonderful work. I honor the divine feminine that is rising in one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful country, United States. Is truly awesome. And I offer blessings and support for the women who are part of this process of bringing the world back into balance.
Thank you. And Marianne. Oh, we can't hear you. If you can unmute on your side, please.
There. Okay. Sorry. I light this candle to help to be a bright light in the darkness, to help dissipate the fear that so many people are living with, including myself, so that we can just rise beyond that, and also to have unconditional love and compassion, and to see in our divided, even in Canada, politically divided selves, that each person has good points to make as well. So we bring together end this divisiveness in North America, and see that we are one family, and to work on saving the world. Thank you.
Thank you. And Kathy Green, and then Dominique.
I have lit this candle in honoring of the Earth Mother and all of the traumas that she is going through. May the light of our hearts opening, guiding, and flowing with her in the rivers as we go through this process of our ascension and of her ascension. Oh.
Thank you. And Dominique.
And as I light this candle, I move to share a prayer that came out of a couple of paintings that I created in the last 2 weeks, co-created with Spirit. All the fire energy has been very strong, and it's called Truth on Fire. Release me, Archangel Michael, from any shackles of falsehood. Cut away the cords of suffering and despair. Consume in your truth fire my limiting beliefs and outdated habits. Burn away the illusions and delusions that keep me from myself. Cleanse me from the soot of negativity, that I may be revealed, naked, basking in your glow, on fire for the truth. I welcome thee, truth on fire, igniting the embers of my heart. May I arise from the ashes, eyes alight with the blue sparks of thy love, reborn through thy sacred flames, transformed by your glowing presence, illumined by the reflections of Source, that I may soar with phoenix wings of passion, rising within this newfound freedom, fueled by divine union, with inspired momentum, on fire for the truth, for my highest good and the good of all. So it be, so I let it be. Amen.
Thank you. And Helen, and then Diane Joyce. Helen, you're next, if you can unmute yourself.
Oh, I thought I was supposed to put my hand up. um, I just finished marking papers and I'm so impressed with my students. So I want to just reach out to everybody with hope for new learning for teachers as well as the students. I've learned a lot. A ton has been shared. I feel absolutely blessed and lucky. So for all the new learning and kind of beating through new paths to what we didn't see before. So that kind of light to more sight.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
And Diane, you can unmute yourself on your side. And then Rinska and Sophia.
Don't know if you can see that little flame, but there is a flame in there burning. It's been burning ever since we connected. And I've just loved hearing everybody speak tonight. It's been wonderful. So I light this fire for the communion of souls, and in hopes that we will all find each other and be able to support each other in any difficulties that we might find ourselves in over the next year. So thank you for all your words. Hope.
Thank you. And Rinska.
I have lit this candle as we started. And I kept it on. I didn't want to light it again. It's that inner flame in us. When we candle gaze, we can feel that connection with that inner flame in us. And it can help us still the mind for a moment. And I wish that for everyone, at some point, that they can look at a flame and feel that connection with their inner flame. It is as though everyone, this world is going through the dark night of the soul. And then it almost feels as though there is no light within, no light without. Until you come to such a desperate place that you realize there is a light within me that no one has the right to dim and extinguish, because that is the sacred light. That is the light we are. That is the God we are. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Sophia, and then Esther, and then Julian and Dolores. Oh, you just need to unmute yourself there, Sophia.
Hi everyone. I lit this candle to bring everybody a bright and light in the darkness, to bring everybody good health and peace in the world in this uncertain time. God bless everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. And Esther, if you can unmute yourself there.
Hello, everyone. I'm just lighting my candle here, and I have a poem that I'd like to read by Godfrey Morris, and it's a poem about gentleness. This poem reminds me of Divine Feminine, and I just like to, have everybody invoke gentleness around the circumstances, nature, feminine energy, themselves, and here it goes. The price to be gentle is sometimes steep, and at times it even makes you weep. Some try to use, others abuse, which makes you bereft and then bemused. And like sudden rain on a public fair, Shargan's dark cloud reappears. Being gentle is soft, they say, yet strengthened there lies in so tender ways. Unrelenting in its stand. Gentleness, a gift, a priceless gem from nature's glow, the fountains where nobility flows. Its virtue is a diamond to behold, hidden in an opaque and dusty earth, pure and bold. Forever seeking, never deceiving, helping those who are desperately needing. Thank you.
Thank you. Right, Julian and Dolores next, and then Ryan, and then Enza.
Thanks.
Hi. So we lit our candle here to honor the mother and the divine union and the celebration of the balance between masculine and feminine in all of us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Ryan, you're next.
I'm assuming I'm the Ryan. This candle was made for me by a dear friend of mine. He makes his own candles. And so every time I light it, I also think about what was involved in pouring it and making it, and the energy and the effort. It's lavender scented, so and all of the influence that made it happen. And I just like to say thank you for including me in the circle. And this light is bigger than I need, so there's plenty to share.
Thank you. And you were the right Ryan. Okay, Enza, and then Kala, and then Regina.
Hi, I'm gonna light my candle. This our very own Catherine, her divine feminine journey, the she journey. The candle says, "Sparkle and shine," and I'm wearing my crown from that time, a very sacred time for us. So this is my father, Giovanni, very handsome. No, he's not Robin Williams' brother, but he could pass for it. And yesterday was 32 years that he's been gone. He took his life 32 years ago yesterday. And I've been crying ever since, wondering why, asking, what is this about? And well, what I got today was he died when his granddaughter was in my belly. He never got to see her. And this is the first year that his great-granddaughter's in the world. She was born 5 months ago. So it's another generation that he's not here for in this world. And I've got some big things in my journey going forward. some decisions to make on a charity that I co-founded in his honor. So for my light, I pledge to be a light for survivors of suicide loss that are suffering in silence, including myself. May we find our light and our voice, and may we never be silenced again.
Thank you. And Kala.
Hi, I light my candle for the children of this world who have been bringing a light to us, especially in these past 8 months of the pandemic. And may they continue to shine their light going forward. Thank you.
Thank you. Regina.
I like this flame that I have lit on every solstice for the last few years. Originally brought it back from a ceremony in Glastonbury on Winter Solstice. And this is the night in many traditions that is considered Mother's Night. So tonight I honor our mothers who through joy and suffering endured so much so that their children and their children's children might not just survive, but thrive. I call to our mothers, the light and life bringers, who have guided us from darkness onto the paths our ancestors have traveled, and now the new path that we are forging, and that we will walk down with confidence, with joy in this new turning of the wheel into this new way of being.
Thank you. And June, then Patricia, and then Megan.
Hi, everyone. I light this candle for people so that they can see the light at the end of the tunnel when they're struggling and going through some hard times, to know that there's always light at the end of the tunnel, and to always be grateful and have gratitude and love. Hope.
Thank you. And Patricia.
So I light my candle, which I don't have a lot of space. So today the sandhill cranes flew overhead, and what struck me so today, I went for a long walk, is that of the great cycles of the earth, and how, as dark as the times are now, that it's a time for going inward, but there will be a time when spring will come and the light will be back. And so I light the candle to remind us that spring will be here, that there will be change, and we will be renewed. And the great cycles of the earth will continue. That's it.
Thank you. And Megan.
Hi, everybody. I light this candle for those who have been struggling to find their voice in the dark, and as a reminder to love ourselves first. That's a big lesson, to take care of yourself first, because you can love others and take care of others after. So this candle also is a great reminder for gratitude. It always says, a grateful heart sees many blessings. So finding voice, self-love, always grateful. And there's an angel lit up behind me in my window. That's a great reminder too, because she's shining her light. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, now we have Gail, then Jan, and then Kim. So Gail, if you can unmute yourself.
Yeah. Hi. So I've lit my candle as a symbol of hope and also as a light or a way out of the fear, just like Marianne had said, especially for the family and friends that we know who are really in a lot of fear right now. This is the way out. This is the hope. Also, this is a tribute to Mother Earth for supporting us, but it's a way of showing our gratitude for her as she is transitioning right now, that she will have the courage, the energy, and just do it. So let's do this. To Mother Earth, aho.
Oh, Jan, you're next. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Excellent. My internet connection isn't good enough for video, so I have my candle lit here, and I lit it with all of the love in my heart that I have for the faedom, for the fairies and the pixies and all of those nature spirits, the seen and the unseen, that live so close to us, who just want to help us, and are here to help guide us in healing Mother Earth. That's really the only thing that they want. And I loved it when everyone was ringing their bells, because one of the stories, every time a bell rings, a fairy gets her wings. So keep ringing your bells, and may we all just know, as we call the light back, that, you know, we have this inner lamp. Even in the dark, we're still lit up if we look inside. Thank you.
Thank you, Jen. And Kim.
Hello, everyone. I was trying to determine what to say, and I'm thinking that during this time, that if we are feeling fear or frightened of what is happening, if we can pause in that fear and take a deep breath and open our heart and know that the divine is with us, as well as Mother Earth is with us. And we will all go forward into the light. Thank you.
Thank you. And Alison, that is everyone.
Wow. My heart feels so full, so full. Thank you. Thank you. Every word precious. Catherine, could you do the blessing for air?
Who's doing the blessing for air?
I sent it to you. Did you receive it?
You did?
I did.
How did you send it to me?
I
didn't get.
I sent it by email, but
Oh, yeah, it's okay. I just didn't know you sent it to me.
All right.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
All right. And the reason for that is because, you know, when we speak because of air, and, you know, the air carries the vibration of our voice, and our voice is, you know, a very powerful gift that we have, and an instrument of healing. And so I wanted to honor everyone who spoke tonight and put their words into the circle and made their prayers and their intentions. So Catherine, if you would, yes, do the blessing of air, and blessing each of us for speaking up, for showing up, and for every breath we take, the courage it takes.
My pleasure. Blessed be the air that waits outside the womb and lets us begin to be here. Let us bless the clean, fresh air that holds the rain and sustains our life. Let us praise the invisible generosity of air that carries the waves of sound and music that enables the plants and trees to flourish, that holds the kingdom of imagination and spirit, where our creativity and the invisible realms dwell. In the name of the air, the breeze, and the wind, may our souls stay in rhythm with eternal breathing.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, it's hard for me to even speak. But anyway, I believe next I'm going to share my despacho and invite you to send your prayers into the bundle I made today. And in particular, I'm going to do the blessing of fire because this despacho will be offered to fire. And I have lots of pictures. I didn't get time to upload them, so they will be on Facebook. So if you want to go in and look at them there, but I can certainly show it to you. And so this is the prayer bundle I made today, and it's an I need despacho like the one Marianne made, and now the flowers are falling off as I turn it up. But it's a bundle for balance, so very similar to Marianne's, which will be going into the water. This one will be offered to the fire tonight after the circle. So I invite you. I have a Kintu, which is a small mini prayer bundle. It's similar to what Marianne had. It's like a butterfingers on top of everything else. So here's the little despacho for your Kintu, for you to blow your prayers in. Again, for all of creation, for Mother Earth, and you can send them into this here with your hands as well, or with your breath. Your prayers for the healing of all us humans, because we're the ones who are out of balance, to come back into right relationship with all our relations, with all of the earth, with each other, and back into balance within ourselves. Oh, thank you. If you have any bells you want to ring over it, or a drum, anything, but bells in particular are good. Yeah, there you go, Ryan. That's right. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Grizzle. Oh, Grizzly thought that's my Grizzly cat. He thought that was a good idea. So thank you. So there I am. I'm lit up. Look, I'm blinking. All right. So I'm going to finish this with a blessing of the elements, of the fire. Sorry, there we go. So blessing of fire. Blessed be fire, the light of the sun in earth and within us. Let us praise the beauty and risk of fire and all that is passionate and wild in us. Let us praise the pure presence and hunger of fire that burns eternal from within, without thought of time or the future. As the fire transmutes form and cleanses dross, may the flame of passion burn away what is false within us. May love and courage cause our hearts to ignite in the name of the fire, the flame, and the light. Okay, so we've got another beautiful offering, yes, by Kathy Green. So Kathy, we invite you to come on board here now and share. We're going to go out with a little blast of flame, and I'll let Kathy talk to you about what she's been creating for this. Oh, and showing it to us. There she goes. All right, Kathy, you go.
Well, Alison, do you want me to do the blessing first?
Up to you, Kathy.
Okay, I'll do the blessing first, and then I'll describe the grid that I've created. This is a blessing of the earth. Blessed be earth. Let us thank the earth that offers ground for home and holds our feet firm to walk on space, open to sky and infinity. Let us praise the kindness of earth in giving us everything we have, for its beauty and nourishment, for transmuting all that falls upon it, for receiving our forms when we die. Let us remember that our ancient clay bodies hold the memory of seasons, the passion of the wind, the fluency of water, the warmth of fire, the light of sun, moon, and stars. May we awaken to live to the full the dream of earth who chose us to emerge and grow in mind, spirit, and life. And this was donated by Alison. So this grid, I'm a grid worker or grid walker. So the lights are woven in through the crystals and the candles and the healing forms that I have inside and the stars. And the earth is connected through the pyramid in the center of the grid. And so there is a weaving of all the earth, the inner earth, the outer earth, and through the crystals, the candles, the stars out into the cosmos. And so this was my gift of the earth as she joins her sisters and brothers, the other stars and planets in the constellations as she's rising in her ascension. And as I was laying this out, it struck me that where the pyramid is and the two candles on either side of it, I felt the energy of the Giza plateau. So those three pyramids that are there in alignment to Orion. So yeah. So if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer if I can. But this is the end of our solstice party.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Kathy. So I'm just all we have left on our agenda. Well, how are we doing? Well, it is, we're at that time, so people are having to leave. So I'm just going to end with a blessing and a prayer about the light and the blessing of the light. And so thank you all for coming and showing up and sharing your beautiful prayers and intention. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the future is going to bring for us. And I am so grateful to be in community with each of you and to know you. And some of you are very dear from familiar faces and friends and colleagues and fellow medicine, men and women. So thank you. Whatever the future brings, I know that we're going to be okay. The earth's going to be okay. We're in very good hands. We're in our own hands. So, and here we are. We've shown up, and we're doing what the best that we can, which is magnificent, magnificent. So I invite you to take really good care of yourself, to continue to spend as much time as you can in the next 24 hours. If you can, participate in other circles, or spend time on your own. Go see if you can see that big Saturn Jupiter conjunction tomorrow evening. It's the only day of the year that you'll be able to see it. It's like magnificent if you've got clear skies. And so just know how very much, you are loved, and that you're needed. What you are doing, just being here, is important and necessary for this whole, ascension to happen. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you, special thanks to all of you who showed up tonight to hold space and to make your offerings. Thank you, Solstice women. Thank you, thank you. And I'm just going to end by reading this, and so going to say good night. So I know it's getting late for some people. So here we go. Sacred is the fire on this winter solstice day. Sacred is the light of our sun. Sacred is the source of all life, who kindles light and fire. Sacred is the moment when the Creator sparked forth a fireball of love and creativity. Sacred was that kindling 15 billion years ago, the birthing of supernovas, the fiery activity of stars, the formation of galaxies, the formation of elements. Sacred was the calling forth of our Milky Way, the seeding of our sun aflame with brilliant energy, the blaze that whirled the planets and shaped our Earth, the formation of Earth's crust and atmosphere. Sacred are the trees, the plants, and the flowers, all kissed into life by sun. Sacred are the fish that swim and the birds that fly, all creatures that breathe the fire of creativity. Sacred is the creation of humankind, with suns burning love and passion. Today is full of promise. In communion with the earth and her creatures, let us raise our hearts in thanksgiving for life. Let us be glad and rejoice on this winter solstice day. May the fire of the Creator's passionate, eternal light encircle and protect us all. Good night. Solstice blessings, everyone. Much love.